Oh, camera's in the wrong spot. Let's fix that. You know, I mounted that camera, and every couple days now, it just likes to slow down. Gonna have to remount it. Hopefully someday, I get a better camera. So hello, welcome my friends, my family. How are you all doing? I just gotta tell you all, I had a night coffee. Actually, I had a night espresso. I feel good. I feel really good. This was either the best decision I've ever made or the worst decision I've ever made. I am pumped. Actually have energy. I was like, how am I gonna do this night stream? Like, I am like completely out of spoons, completely out of energy by this time of the night. But here I am. I feel great. I feel like 5 years younger right now. Woo! Okay. All right, guys. All right. So here we are. Here we are for a night stream. Oh yeah. Wasn't able to do it yesterday. Had a really bad migraine. I've actually had a bad migraine for the last few days. Fighting it off. You know, it's all about self-care, guys. You really got to take care of yourself. I knew my tells. I knew my body. I knew if I streamed, it was probably going to get ugly. It wasn't ugly, but I knew my body and I knew it would probably get ugly. So rather than do a really short stream and end it, or worse, push through the pain and just get it done, you know, I had to take care of myself. So I did feel better today. I mean, I woke up with a migraine still, but actually I don't know, it's a little lower. It's like one lower on the pain scale today, so feeling pretty pumped about that. I'll take it. But other than that, I mean, I actually had a big day today. Had an appointment with my rheumatologist, and we decided that a couple things, two big things I can think of. One, I'm on Humira, and we decided that's not helping enough with the psoriatic arthritis. My joints are constantly stiff, sore, even though from a visual and like a touch test, he felt like my inflammation was pretty low. You know, that it doesn't necessarily mean that there's no inflammation. It's just not inflammation that's causing like an outward problem. So we're gonna switch over to Cosentyx, which is another type. It's a little different than Humira. It works a little different on your system, but another rather high risk drug though. But they really all are at this point for this this particular illness. The second thing, which was a little intense to deal with. So we talked about my fibromyalgia. He's saying in a lot of scholarly articles, they're starting to rebrand that as AMPS, amplified muscular something syndrome. The terms existed before. They mainly used it for childhood, juvenile fibromyalgia, but he said they're starting to like build steam up on rebranding fibro as AMPS, partially to get rid of some of the stigma that is around that idea of, you know, like there was a lot of stigma with fibro apparently in the early years. People are like, well, it's neurological pain. It's like, it's all in your head. Well, no, it's not. Like, neurological pain is a real thing. Neurological pain is a real thing. It's just only real in your brain. Like, your brain is telling you, well, actually, really, the nerves are telling your brain, hey, there's pain here. But the problem is there's not a real reason for that pain. At least not a typical reason for the body to say there's pain. Like right now, my hand tingles like crazy, stiff, my hands shake. It's neurological problems. But, like through a physical examination, through an MRI, through X-ray, like, what we can tell through current medicine, there's nothing physically wrong with my hand other than some inflammation in the tendons. So it's not enough of a problem for it to be such significant pain. It's neurological. And it's actually it's night stream, so I'm gonna say it's a fucking bitch. It's really a fucking bitch. But the slightly depressing thing that I learned today was that I was like, okay, so I'm like, when I have these really bad flare-ups, like I did during my vacation, I was like, and it's not inflammation based, so it's not the psoriatic arthritis flaring up. I'm like, and it's neurological, which is what he's thinking is happening. How do we treat that? And basically the answer was there's not a lot. And that answer got kind of tacked on to a secondary question of what more can I be doing now to treat my fibro? And basically what it came down to was I'm pretty much doing everything major according to like what medical science believes in that I could be doing at this point. It actually makes me feel a little, I guess it gives me some happiness, but it also makes me depressed. It's really weird that I've had doctors and I have a psychologist part of my pain management program, like tell me like I'm a good patient, like I actually like do the exercises, like I really try, like I'm a good patient, and that makes me happy. But there's a flip side to that. So I'm doing just about everything I can, but I'm not really getting any serious improvement. I mean, I have noticed some improvement. I'm not saying like nothing's happened, but you hope for more. So I was feeling, I always feel very low energy, kind of depressed after my big doctor meetings, but today hit me pretty hard because I was just like, I'm doing it all, and you're like, you just like, you keep thinking like there's more, and there probably is more, but like I'm doing pretty much all the major stuff, and that's pretty hard. That's pretty hard to face. But I will say this, on a positive end of that, I know this, just like all the coaching I've been giving through here and some of these coping techniques, some of these pacing techniques, I went through all of this when I was diagnosed with migraines. I was diagnosed with my chronic migraines, 12 years old, just about to turn 13. Had a really tough time as a young teenager. They mysteriously kind of like went away, or like got so reduced in severity that I almost forgot about them until I was about 18. I was going to college and it came back really hard, really hard. And I had to kind of like start the process over, kind of like working with neurologists. And it took me like a solid, I don't know, like 5+ years, maybe even longer, maybe like seven, before I really started to master, like truly master some of these techniques, which I'm using now, which actually is making it easier for me to use these techniques for my pain problems. So like mindfulness, it sounds like a fancy word, like, guru, like meditation, and it's really not like some crazy thing. Mindfulness just means reading your body and knowing what's going on with your body, like thinking about it, like with, cognitively thinking about it and understanding your body signs and tells. Like I told you last night, like I was feeling kind of I had a bad migraine. I mean, it wasn't critical stage, but I knew my body. And I knew that like trying to push through tired and a migraine, it was going to get worse. That was using mindfulness. And I've become like a master of mindfulness when it comes to my migraines. Like I can tell like a lot of times, like the instant I'm like, ears ringing, within an hour, I'm going to have a migraine, like take the medicine. Or, you know, like I'm going to eat something tonight. I don't have a migraine, or I have a very, very mild migraine. And I'm like, there's some food here that is like, doesn't always give me a migraine, but sometimes it does. And I'm like, I'm gonna have to choose between said food or alcohol. Because if I take both, chances are pretty good I'm gonna like exceed my threshold of like tolerance. You know, like that's mindfulness. Like that's planning ahead too, but that's mindfulness. So what I'm trying to get at is I haven't mastered these things yet for my chronic pain conditions. I haven't mastered them. So, you know, it's something to look forward to, I guess. I might be doing just about everything I can right now, but that doesn't mean I can't get better at these things. You know, medicine was not managing my migraines well for a very long time. And it was only through like sheer will and these different coping techniques that I was really able to like just manage like what people thought was a normal life. So it's I know that I can do better as far as managing my chronic pain, but what that tells me though is the pain isn't necessarily going to get much better. I'm just going to get better at dealing with. So, good side, bad side. All right, guys. I think we've chatted enough. I think it's important though that we discuss difficult topics. You know, that's something that's really big for me here in this channel. Like, I'm not going to avoid the difficult topics. You know, I'm not a doctor, but I think it's important that we discuss these difficult things, that we're honest about it, because, you know, that's the whole point of like what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to be better. I'm trying to help people. And, you know, I encourage anybody that finds my channel, please, like, you don't have to be shy. Please talk to me. I'd be happy to. Sometimes just talking about it is like all that you need to do. If you don't feel comfortable doing that on public chat, send me a private message. I'd be happy to chat with you. So guys, we're gonna jump in on the game. Let's get to some soul food gaming today. All right. Let's do it. Some Rune Factory 4 special. Where is my remote?
Rune Factory, but which one? I'm not telling.
All right, so I've come to a realization, guys. March 22nd is like right around the corner, and I've got too many things I'm trying to do. This Elden Ring. I mean, I actually am trying to network pretty hard and meet new people in the streaming community, making really good friends, actually. I'm very glad to be doing it. But the thing is, we don't really have time to marry everyone. So I'm just going to focus on doing Xiao Pai, because she's the one who I really want to marry. Actually, why don't I do this? Split up, Leon. Need some alone time with the girly.
What's this? A secret date.
Let's do our chores. Maybe not. This is an important day. Maybe we'll get the proposal. We'll just do the proposal. By the way, I did do some offline playing a little bit yesterday. I was trying to unlock new weapons. I did not get any weapons, unfortunately. But what I did get was mixed smoothie. Now, yeah, we can make money with a lot more better things. Still, it sells for 120k. That's pretty significant. But that's a love gift for Amber. We finally have a loved gift for Amber. She is so bougie. It's insane. Like, she wants an emery flower. Like, Jiminy Crickets. Like, you're asking for like the hardest thing in the game. Okay, maybe not the hardest, but like literally like we're talking top 1 percentile. Golden juice, okay, yeah. If somebody asked for golden juice, I'd be like, I'm sorry, you ain't worth it. Unless you really are. If you're Chlorica, then maybe I'd do it for you. Yeah, it was between Xiao Pai and Chlorica for me. I really liked both. Okay, we got the ring. Where do we want to propose? Let's think about this. I have a place. I know it. All right. My badass Xiao Pai and her death scythe. Tell me that isn't awesome. Not gonna lie, the bridge is actually a pretty nice spot. Maybe I'll tell you what, we're gonna do this all romancy. So how about start talk on the bridge, taking her out for a date. She's learning to balance plates. Hold on. Let's do this. So oh no, she left. Oh no, I forgot that she does that if we're not in town. Oh boy, I'm trying to be like all awesome about this, and I just really dropped the ball. Where are you at, Zhao? All right, she's still in the bedroom. In the bedroom? Oh boy. What a great way to start off engagement day. All right. Start off with a pronunciation of our love. Well, hopefully after today, you more than like me. All right. Let's go on our adventure. So how is everyone doing tonight? Just wanted to say hey. Don't know if we have any new viewers or not. I don't usually look at that kind of stuff, but just want to say hi to all you guys. I play a lot of different things, but I mainly play RPGs, farming, life sim games. Very chill, relaxing. I call it Soulfood gaming for anyone that maybe is new to the channel. All right. This is my spot. This is the beautiful crystal tree. Every day you can come here and you can get 1 crystal seed. And this particular tree has different seeds for different seasons. Xiao Pai, her loved gift, one of them is a crystal flower. So, how nice is it to propose below the crystal tree with this beautiful view? Hopefully I don't get turned down. What? It's a wedding ring, a real one. I could never accept this. Oh my gosh, we got turned down. Oh my gosh, is that real? What am I missing? I can't believe I got turned down. I thought I had this one in the bag. Oh my gosh, that's embarrassing. Seriously, what are we missing that you want? I wonder if there's a scene that we have to see. 10's the requirement. We're at 13. I've gone on like 6 dates with her. 3's the requirement. I must be missing a scene. There has to be a scene. Hello, Rye Window. What is going on? Why do I see you in this chat, but not in this chat? That's a problem. This is why I use the phone, because sometimes you miss things. Yes, we are indeed doing a late stream. I'm trying to mix things up, see if I can get new viewership. I'm also trying to schedule around some of my friends. You know, people can't split their time, and I get that. So I just wanted to try something different. And this Mocha Pot espresso I had, I think is like the greatest decision I ever made until I crashed, and then I'm gonna say it's the worst decision. But seriously, why is my chat not refreshing? Give me a second, guys. Let me try clear chat command. Okay, that came up. I don't know what that was about. All right, so we got turned down. That was really embarrassing. I need to figure out why we got turned down, because that should have been an easy one. Rune Factory 4. Now, marriage requirement. What do I need in order to marry Zhao Pai? I think I have the double bed. One, if you have completed Oh No, It's Contagious and a Cooper's Windfall, it is random when it will come. There's 2 scenes, Oh No, It's Contagious, and a Cooper's Windfall. I feel like I had at least one of those. So for Zhao Pai, you don't need the engagement ring. For any other girl, you do. She's a special case in that regard. Oh. So Zhao Pai is actually, okay, that makes a little sense why she didn't accept the ring. Zhao does not need an engagement ring. She proposes to you during a special event. Okay. So I must have missed one of these events. So let's look up the 2 events. Oh No, It's Contagious is one. Stupid fat fingers. Need help with the event. Okay. This event appears in my diary several days ago. Entered in general store several times. No events occurred. Hold on. No idea what to do to complete this event. So it's a town event, which means it's random, which sucks.
Oh, to be young again.
So we don't have any town events. And to be perfectly honest, I haven't had a town event for a very long time, which makes me wonder if I have done them all. That shouldn't be true. I don't feel like that should be true. There's a lot of town events, but I literally haven't had a town event for some time. But everyone talk like shit. Town events. Okay, here is a walkthrough on town events. So this is a Zhao Pai and Lin Fa event. Go to the inn, watch the event between Zhao Pai and Lin Fa. Next day, go to the grocery store and watch the event. Next day, talk to the villagers around town and go to the inn to see an event. I feel like I'm gonna need to see a video because there's so many events where like you have to go place to place to place. It just isn't really ringing a bell for me. Town events. Tripping mini event. Zhao Pai, love and marriage. Okay. Well, actually, what's the Cooper one? Because I just had that up, so I might as well look while I'm there. Man, my brain is all over the place on this espresso, and I am loving it. Let's see. Show. Pages. Shiny memories. Copper's Windfall. Okay. So this involves 4 people. Lin Fa, Bado, Keel, and Zhao Pai. Maybe I haven't seen that one because I don't typically see those people together. Speak to Keel to hear about ants being forced outside of town. Head outside, defeat the killer ants, and then speak to the NPCs, same area, head to the town square, watch the events, and head to the blacksmith, head to town square, head to blacksmith, head to Bell Hotel. This does not sound familiar. Okay, so Copper's Windfall. I think that's our holdup. And believe it or not, I actually read that that is a tough one. People actually have a tough time getting that one to start. I thought they had fixed that in the special edition of this game. They fixed a lot of things in the special. Maybe not the case with this particular event. Okay. Let's see what this little tutorial has to say. So they start the event by talking to Kill in his house. Okay, that's sure enough. I guess what we're gonna do is we're gonna just keep doing days, hoping that we get that town event.
How very cute.
One other thing we could do is try to catch Keel in his house. Okay, so nothing today. Something always has to not work. That's the world of Twitch. That is absolutely true. That's okay. Really not a big deal today. Well, we got to do our chores. What do we have? Harvest all crops. We still need the emery.
Good luck.
All right, we're still waiting for our emery flowers to bloom. I really think that's it. I mean, like, we are really far. Okay, clearly got a bunch of pumpkins. Golden turnip. Wait a minute, I bet. That was probably one of my turnips that I was trying to increase quality on. That's okay. I'll ship it, and then I'll get the seed. Like it's done too. Or not? 69%. Okay, so no. We got turnips up to level 5 right there.
It's almost 9.
Gonna ship that. I'm gonna put what we have away. We have quite a inventory of golden crops. We're just waiting for the emery flowers. Hi Boone, how are you doing, buddy? Thanks for joining the stream. Guys, this is my good friend Boone. We met a few weeks back and really hit it off when streaming. Him and some different friends in the community have really helped me out. I would really love it if you guys would check him out. He is an awesome guy, an awesome streamer. Actually going to give you a shout out, buddy, because I love you so much. Hopefully I did that right. I need more mods. This is crazy. I got my keyboard all the way over there. But yes, please check out this awesome human being, Boone the Wolf. He is an amazing guy. I love him to death. He's very compassionate and just a good friend. So thank you, Boone. Now guys, actually, since I have some of you guys talking in chat, it's probably would be a really good time for me to give you this. I have new commands. I have new custom commands that I am super excited to share with you guys. So let me give you the list. All right, so what we have now, a clip command, a died command, that was when I was playing Elden Ring, my lurk, schedule, shoutouts, my socials, I can put my social medias, my stretch command, so when we do stretch breaks, you can type in the command stretch and you get your stretch on with me. And then I also put an uptime in there. Sometimes it's hard for me to see exactly how long I've been streaming, so it's something nice. And it's good for the mobile users too that can't always see that. I'm gonna have some more things as well soon. Not necessarily commands. I am going to have, I'm trying to get sound alerts set up for you guys. So you can spam me with some loud, funny, obnoxious, scary alert sounds. So I like that a lot. I think it's fun. Now I just put down there in the chat as well, guys, my social medias. You know, I don't want to spam you guys with it, but especially my Twitter, I do recommend if you guys like what you're seeing, you want to keep up to date on when I'm going live and anything that's going on in my life. I'm actually a YouTuber as well. I make content for Ark Survival Evolved. And because of my health, it is very difficult for me to keep to a schedule. I will absolutely let you guys know if I'm going to be late, I need to delay or postpone or cancel, just like I had to do yesterday. So my Twitter is by far my my #1 social media that I would recommend if you want to just kind of keep in touch and continue watching my streams. The other stuff though, Instagram's a picture social media for sure, so sometimes I put more pictures on there. And YouTube is honestly another one of my huge passions. I've been a YouTuber for a little over a year and a half at this point, making content for Ark Survival Evolved. I just have so much love for that game and just trying to spread the love, like with my friend Boone here. Speaking of Boone, how's Rune Factory 4? I'm loving it, man. I mean, we're in end game. We've completed the campaign. We're trying to just kind of wrap some things up, farm some achievements, get married, have a kid. So really, this is all just butter, buddy.
Right together.
Amazing. Now, Boone, remind me, you bought Rune Factory. Have you been having a good time with it? And actually, guys, I just thought of something else that's really important. So when we switch to our stretch break here in a bit, I have something really cool I wanted to share with you. Like I said, my Twitter is definitely my biggest social media. There's a giveaway, not my giveaway, but there's a giveaway for Rune Factory 4 Special. And this is a very niche game. So like right now, there really isn't like a huge population of people competing for the free codes that they're giving out. So I'm gonna give you guys the link here at the stretch break, and you know, if you like the game, give it a try. I mean, your odds are actually pretty high, relatively speaking. Having a decent time with it, just been playing other games, but it's on my mind. Well, no problem, my friend. I am so excited to stream Rune Factory 5 when that comes out here in a couple weeks. I can't even believe it's March. I don't get me wrong, I'm happy to be out of getting out of winter, but I just can't believe it. It's like, you know, it was November, just like the other day it felt like to me. We got emery flowers in all of our wilderness gardens. It's gonna be a really great harvest when we get it, but oh boy, is it gonna take a while. Emery flowers take an entire year to grow. Even with, you know, close to a 5 times modifier, you're still looking at a little over, excuse me, almost a month, almost a season. Now, a good thing I just thought of. It looks like my health and everything's still pretty good on my soils. Oh, Amber, I got a mixed smoothie for you. First one. February went by so fast. It did. I mean, I had vacation, so, you know, it kind of makes sense that it went by fast. But here in Pennsylvania, February is typically a pretty tough month. I feel like a lot of people, like, you know, January gets done and they're like, oh, I can't wait for winter to be done. And I'm like, you know, like historically, like February is a really rough month for this state, right? They're like, no, it's not. I'm like, yeah, it is. It's really, really cold here. But this February has not been brutal at all. Speaking of, I need to get that. Get that hay. There it is. I need more bees. I need more bees because I'm running out of honey. I only have 1 bee. I only get 1 honey a day. And for a little while there, I was forgetting to collect it. So we need to tame some bees. Honestly, like, this just shows how bougie I am at this point. I don't even care, like, what I use to tame. Like, I've got so much stuff. These pineapple, like, I got king pineapple. I don't need it. So I'm gonna use it. Boone, this is my other really great friend. This is Raiwindo. He's actually my friend in real life. We've known each other since elementary school. So, Raiwindo, this is Boone. I met him in a local Discord community. Really amazing people there who I've become fast friends with. I'm so happy that I met them. They've been such a positive influence in my streaming life and my personal life. So, I was very grateful that I got so lucky in finding them so early in my streaming career. All right, what do we have that I can afford to just go crazy on? Well, we got a lot of milk. Take that out. Need all that. A bunch of stuff in here too. I can just afford to put flowers out the wazoo. That's all right, Raiwindo. That's all right. Just wait until you put the lurk command in. I swear you'll laugh. It's definitely me. I'm more of a serious gamer. I really am. I just am. You did it. You did it. Raiwindo has disappeared into the void to fondle their cabbage. You're my first victim of lurk. In seriousness, though, I couldn't help myself. My whole thing is this cabbage core. You know, that's my branding. I'm not really a funny guy for the most part. Like, I'm pretty serious. But when it comes to like geeky weird stuff like that's my humor. That's my humor. So it's at your all expense, and that's okay by me.
What is this feeling?
Oh boy. So we gotta find some bees because I really want some bees. I can be really hilarious. Well, I appreciate it, buddy. I'm hit or miss. If it's something I really love, like a game I really love, or a topic that I really love, I can be witty and I can be funny, but I'm not normally. in like your typical everyday adult conversation, like people are making like funny, witty remarks, and I'm just like, I'm that awkward person in the back. I'm like, I'm here. All right, find some bees. I don't remember who the heck they are. The game is so big. There's so many areas. You like how passionate I am with games, especially Ark. I am very passionate. Like, when it comes, there's not many things I love, but the things I do love, like, I can't go any less than 110% at. Like, I just cannot. I'm just that kind of a person. I have very few interests, and the things that I'm not interested in, like, I literally don't give a damn about for the most part. But when it comes to things I love, I mean, I go all in. Like, I want to know everything about it. I want to like become an expert at it. You know, like I want other people to get into it. Yeah, and that's kind of what started with the my YouTube career. Like, we just did it for fun. Like, at the beginning, it was just for fun. I had, at that time, I probably was about 4,000 hours played on Ark, which is absolutely obscene. But my point in saying that is I was a literal expert at Ark. I mean, like, I don't mean to brag, but like, I just played that much. Like, I knew the ins and outs. Like, I knew, you know, the things to do, the pitfalls to avoid, the shortcuts, you know, how to do things smarter, not harder. Like, I mean, I just knew it. So we decided, hey, like, why don't we like open this store, a player run store in game. It was in this private cluster server I was in, and I was like, why don't we open the store and like we'll give out like dinos and items in our store. And then we kind of brainstormed it, and we decided to build off of it. And we're like, you know what, like maybe that's not enough. Like, maybe we could educate newer players on like how to use them too. And that's what we did. So we started off with like a really casual YouTuber videos, like, and we actually really enjoyed it. We kept doing it, and we kept working at it and getting a little better each time, to the point where, like, I mean, I'm no professional, but like, I actually feel like our YouTube channel is so much better than it used to be. I love it. I really do. Ever since you taught me Ark, I want to play more of it. I can't get enough of it. Well, I'm glad. I'm so glad. I wish I had more time I could just spend with you to play it more. I do apologize, but it's great. And it's so funny. You're all worried. I saw you in the Discord. You're worried about the not knowing the name of the dino. Boone, my friend, honestly, once you go down the Ark rabbit hole, we're gonna be playing it for hundreds of hours. And let me promise you, even though there's an overwhelming amount of information to know, you are going to become a literal expert. I promise you. There's gonna be someday soon. I'm gonna log into Ark and I'll be like, oh, Boone's on, and I'm gonna come back and you're gonna obtain like 20 dinos. You're gonna be like breeding for mutations. You're gonna be like, yeah, like I got like the melee line of mutations going. And I'm like, holy crap, dude. Really are paying attention. I just know it. I know it. I still haven't found bees. Where the fuck are they? If I played alone, I would have been so frustrated and confused. At the beginning, you would have. It's a pretty rough beginning for most players. It's a game that has always been meant to be played with friends. Now, nowadays with like private servers and like easier stats and stuff, some bees, it's finally, okay. It's finally doable to play solo, like, and like completely enjoy it. But back in the day, it was really hard to do that, really hard. But yeah, you got me teaching you the ropes. So a lot of the early game frustrations, you know, you're not going to have to deal with. Now, something I am doing right now, if you guys are noticing on stream, I made sure my diamond brooch was equipped, because this bee can poison, and I think it can even paralyze. Diamond brooch makes it so I'm immune to it, so nice to have good gear. You will at some point soon, though, Boone. I know you'll feel confident enough sooner than later that, you know, you can do some Souls stuff. I'm not saying that, like, you should. I'm just saying that you'll start enjoying it and you'll want to play on your own because you just want to get on and do one more thing. Let's see here. Pineapples. Oh, that was easy. First time, okay. I'd like to get more bees. Need more. Now, something with taming, guys, to keep in mind, I learned the hard way. Every successive creature of the same type that you tame, so like the first bee is typically pretty easy as long as like your taming level's the correct amount and you're higher level than the creature. But the second bee is going to be a little harder. The third bee is going to be even harder, and everyone thereafter is even harder than the last. Why do I know this? Because I have 18 cows. You're warming up to it. Oh yeah. Once we get to the point, Boone, that we're playing with, like, once we have mounts that are actually, like, high-level carnivores and stuff, you're gonna feel like a god. Like, nothing can touch you. Now, things still go wrong, but, like, realistically speaking, like, you'll walk up on any dino you want and munch it to death in, like, no time. Since we are on the topic of Ark, anybody new that is watching, I do want to let you guys know, I no longer run it, but we have a private Ark cluster server that, you know, anybody that's interested in PvE or PvP, we have a small PvP server set up, but it's mainly PvE. Here are my socials. You guys can see my Discord link. Please join. I won't lie, it's been open. We've had a server going now for about 2 years. So like a lot of our core players come and go in waves. But we have, I think, 160 some people in the Discord. We do events most weekends, like games, challenges, like things you can actually compete for to win prizes. I do my YouTube videos typically every 2 weeks. I give out stuff too. And it's honestly a great group of people. They are one of the reasons that inspired me to do this. Like, it made me a better person. Just really nice, uplifting people. It amazed me that in such a toxic game such as Ark Survival, that there could be like such kind-hearted people out there. It's like they took all the nice Ark players and we threw them all in one server, and that's our server, Haven Gaming. We got very, very lucky. So yeah, if anybody wants to join that, my friend, his name is Varogue. He is the one who currently runs that cluster. You would join in and you just message him. It says right there at the welcome page, you know, to contact him. But contact him, give him a little bit of time. He works a full-time job. It might take him a few hours to get back to you, though he is typically on top of it. And he will get you all the passwords and the server names. Looks like we might have a bot in chat. See what happens. I feel like humoring it this time. Something too. I don't know. Again, I don't really look at the count, but if we do have any bots are not good to have on a channel. Ekya can explain it later. Okay, well, I appreciate the advice then. So I'll do my thing. And it is done. Thank you, Boone. I was actually curious just to see if it would send another message. But if it's truly a bot, then it's not going to matter. What was I saying? I was saying... I don't know. My brain isn't working. Maybe it'll return to me. Thanks, Boone. You're the best, buddy. I am curious, actually, what the official explanation is, though. Not that I don't believe you. I just, you know, what downside does it pose, it being there, other than being annoying? I actually am very curious. I was saying something about Arc, I feel like. My brain doesn't work. You can enable follower only chat if you get bots. I've seen a channel get flooded by 60 bots at a time. I don't want to do that though, Rye Window. It's not a bad suggestion. It's just the fact that I want this to be an open place, and I don't really care that, you know, some people, they want to lurk. I get it. They're not ready to follow right away. I get it too, you know. But when they're ready to chat, they should feel free to do it, whether they're following me or not. I have heard too. I have heard opinions of people out there that they don't like follower only chat. A lot of big streamers do that, and like kind of feels a little pompous. Okay, I'm gonna get one more B, ideally 60 at a time, but that would be so much fun. I get to click 60 different names and ban them all.
Let's do it. Let's do it.
Oh, I see. One specific time, not for eternity. That makes sense. Like one particular stream.
Let's do it.
See, this is just who I am. Like I read your thing and I take it to the most extreme possible scenario. Just how my brain works.
Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it.
There's a bot that you're able to get rid of bots more often.
Let's do it.
Sounds like a pretty good bot to have.
Let's do it. Let's do it.
Oh, that one was easy. Okay, I think we have enough bees. Now we're gonna get a lot of honey a day. Now, why did we want the honey? Well, I'm gonna show you guys. There's some recipes that I was making fairly frequently that required the honey. And for the longest time, I had a huge surplus, but I finally ran out. Numero uno. Absolutely numero uno. Relax tea. Relax tea is so important for crafting. So I need the honey for that. It's also Volcanon's loved gift. So it was like a pain, because like sometimes you had to make the choice on what you're going to use it for. The other one... Yeah, have a good shower, Rye Window. Relax, take it easy. Hopefully you have an easy Friday. The other one was the mixed smoothie. So Amber's love gift that we now unlocked required the honey. I think there was also a baked item that I was making. So I could be fibbing. What I say, I could be fibbing. Actually makes me really sad. There's no baked good with honey. That's a sin. That's a sin. A cardinal sin, I tell you. This man loves honey. I'm a mead maker. Mead is fermented honey. I love honey. All right, so yeah. Got some bees. Nighttime. Probably just gonna call it the night. Who doesn't love honey? Actually, believe it or not, quite a few people do not like honey. It actually stuns me how often I meet someone who does not like honey. I'm serious. I was utterly perplexed. Like, I just thought, like, most people like sugar. Like, how many people do you know of say, I don't like the taste of sugar? Like, okay, well, honey's really good in a lot of stuff. It's really good in tea. It's really good in tea. I know you don't like tea. Good on a lot, like some baked goods, like, oh my gosh, so good. And you like English muffins or like bagels. Of course, you can do like your cream cheese. Of course, you can do jam. Honey's really good on it. I've even started to take up jam and honey on my pancakes instead of syrup. I'm actually starting to like that more. So what do you like honey in then, Boone? Because I know you don't like tea. Yeah, I definitely have the double bed. Definitely the double bed. Good morning, Chlorica. I think I need to, I delete saves? Uh-oh, I cannot. Take a look at those relationships. I need to get everyone to 10. I used to put honey in my sandwiches. I now just have peanut butter in them. Oh, that's okay. Actually, what my wife really likes, instead of a peanut butter and jelly sandwich, peanut butter and honey sandwich. Peanut butter and honey are really good together. Like, it sounds like it shouldn't work. Peanut butter is a really strong flavor, but you can taste the honey. Really good. Heel, Bada, Margaret. I need to get more sardines. Oh boy, I got a lot of people at 8. Really hard past 8. It's really slow. I don't know if we're gonna have enough time. Let's not get overwhelmed though. Too easy to get overwhelmed. Start making gifts. Honey can be a bit of a strong flavor. Honey is a strong flavor for sure. I think that's why some people don't like it. Now, those people, I say to them, that's probably because they've only had wild honey. Wild honey is strong. Varietal honey, on the other hand, comes in all kinds of wonderful, delicious flavors. One of the cheaper varietal honeys that many people find on the store shelves is Orange Blossom, and they're named because, in fact, they are harvested from it's bees that collect honey from the flowers that bloom on orange trees. It has a very nice citrusy orange flavor to it, actually. Very nice. There are varietal honeys that are very strong though, like a buckwheat. It's very dark honey, but most varietal honeys tend to be very elegant and more smooth and like nicer characters than a wild honey. Wild honey just simply means bees collecting from a variety of different flowers in the wild. The more useless knowledge you know. Peek here. Oh yeah, we are overdue. I just realized my alarm didn't go off. So guys, anyone new to the channel, typically every 30 minutes that I am actively playing a game, I need to do a stretch break for my own health, and it's also part of the health coaching that I offer here in this channel. Now we're gonna do a little something extra because I promised you guys I was gonna share that giveaway with you. Yeah, we're gonna do that. So let's first switch over to, we can do it here. Yeah, I'll do webcam. Okay. Let me give you guys the link. Okay, I put the link in chat, but let me screen share so you guys can see what it is you are clicking on. So this is Twitter. This is Marvelous Game, which is the developer of Rune Factory. So to celebrate the anniversary of Rune Factory 4 Special, you can win one of 2 codes up for grabs on your chosen platform. All you have to do is follow Marvelous Games and also their Rune Factory European page, and retweet that to enter. The giveaway ends on March 9th. There's going to be 2 winners. Now, like I said, this is a relatively smaller niche community. Right now, we're only at 361 tweets. We're not talking tens of thousands. We're not talking hundreds of thousands. We're not talking millions. Your odds are actually not too bad. And I love this game so damn much. Please support the developers. I mean, it's a free giveaway. If you're all interested, give that a go. I'm not a sponsor. I make nothing from this. I just love the damn game. God, I should be a sponsor. Like I said, the things I love, I really love. All right, guys. So first off, we're going to do a couple of things here. I need to get a little bit better at this. I wish I had a keyboard. So again, I have some new commands, and the one that I want you guys to look at, we're going into a stretch break. So if you're interested in getting your stretch on with me, all you got to do is type in that exclamation point, no space, stretch, and you'll get your stretch on with me. We're going to do some very little short exercises here. It helps me with my hands, my elbows, and different parts of the body. We're going to do hands and wrists first right now. Stretch. Okay, let's do wrist mobility. Okay, you guys just follow along and I'll walk you through the exercises. Pretty simple stuff. Starting with one side, I'm gonna start with my left hand, palm up. You're gonna grab the palm with the other hand, not the fingers. Woo, I got someone getting the stretch on with me. Hello, that guy over there. Holy crap, we got a whole clan of me out there, I swear. That's not me, guys. It's not me, I swear. All right, we're gonna do that for 20 seconds. Feel a nice stretch in the wrist and in the hand. Actually, if you have any problems in the elbow, like golfer's elbow or what's the other one? Golfer's elbow, tennis elbow. You'll actually feel this in your elbow too. I know I do. All right, switching sides, do the other hand. Now, guys, it's very important that you do not pull back on the fingers because you'll hyperextend your fingers. That is no good. I have hypermobility, so I can pull them back really, really far and it doesn't feel bad, but it's really bad for the joint. All right, moving on. So this time, same stretch, but this time palm down. I'm gonna start with my left, actually. We're doing that same thing, bending it back, and don't hyperextend those fingers. You're grabbing at the hand. Feel this stretch more in the wrist. You want to feel it till you feel the stretch, but don't go beyond it. Now, I say this all the time, but just in case we got new users, I always want to give the little heads up. If any stretch hurts, it's very important that you stop, that you don't do it, or try to modify it to where it doesn't hurt. Never want to push through pain. Great. Oh, a little too gung-ho on activating that timer again. Okay, now we can do both sides at the same time this time. Palm is going to be down and very slow mechanical move. We're going to move wrist all the way down and then all the way up. Come on, timer. There you are. Okay. Nice and slow. Don't like flap them. We're not doing that. Bad. Woo, my arms are tired. Feel that coffee sweat coming on too. Right? Very similar exercise, but this time we have our hands sideways. Now we're not moving the arm, just the wrists. Very slow mechanical movements up and down. Now, if anybody should happen to have any questions about these exercises, please let me know. There's really no stupid questions when it comes to these things. You want to be doing it safely, be doing it correctly. If you're not doing it right, you're not getting the full benefit out of it. This rotation, so simply very gently grip a fist, and we're going to roll the fist. We'll start one direction and we'll switch the other way. I particularly like this one. A lot of the other exercises, we're just going to switch directions. A lot of the other exercises only are working like really one motion of the wrist. This one, we're actually doing the entire rotation of the wrist. That's really good. One of the reasons why I have it later. Okay, and we're going to do a similar rotation, but very gently. You're going to lace your fingers, grip it together like it's one giant fist, and roll the wrists. The reason why I keep saying gently when you're gripping, or gently whenever you are making a fist, is because I have really good finger strength, and I have learned that I make a mistake. I grasp way too hard. Like when I'm doing my OT exercises, I have caught my occupational therapist has caught me where she's like, all right, make a fist, and I am like clenching, and I don't mean to. I'm just used to always having really good finger strength, and I do that. Well, the clenching is doing nothing good for you. These exercises are supposed to be gentle, especially these ones. These are mobility exercises. We're trying to loosen it up. Me clenching is doing the opposite. Welcome back, Rye Window. You got your cabbage all cleaned up. Well, man, sounds like you had a little bit of mayonnaise on aisle 5. All right, guys, we're jumping back into the game. And again, Right, Window, I just want to let you know too, since you just joined back in, I did post a link just a little bit up above for Twitter, Marvelous Games. There is a giveaway for Rune Factory 4 Special. 2 people will win it, and this is a pretty niche community, so if you're at all interested, you could possibly get yourself a free game, and it supports the developer. So for me, I love supporting this. Okay, here we go. Gonna put my compression gloves back on, or my hands will be screaming in no time. Well, this is a late night for us, isn't it? That guy over there. I don't often get to chat with you in these things, but I think you're home at this time. You were telling me. Oh yeah, I was making gifts. I can't remember if it's in the pot. My brain is like, no. And I can't remember if it's in the pot or if it's in the frying pan. There's fried rice. One of the things I'm thinking about doing, I don't know if it'll be a command or if it'll just be like a me thing. Actually, that guy over there is the one who gave me this suggestion. Just got home from work. Awesome. Well, relax, take care of yourself. Enjoy some soul food gaming with us. But that guy over there actually is the one who gave me the idea. He said, when you get like a new follower or something like that, a new sub, what if like your bit is you give a corny cabbage joke? So sure enough, I immediately started Googling cabbage jokes, and there's some funny ones. So I'm seriously considering it. So watch out, people. You might have some corny ass cabbage jokes coming. Let me give you a taste. Welcome to the Church of Cabbage. Let us pray. That's such a dad joke, and that is so me. I'm gonna unfollow then refollow just so I can hear them. Oh man, you would make my day, I'm not gonna lie. But I would see it. I'm like, this guy's a joke, he's getting a timeout. Nah. Let's see. I need to make mixed juice. The only thing I worried about with it is just the fact that, you know, there's only so many jokes you can find. I'm not really good at making jokes. I might be able to make a few. But, you know, I don't want it to get too old for people in the long term. Like, let's just say you have 100 jokes. I mean, eventually you're going to be repeating jokes. I don't want to pay someone to write me jokes. I know there are people out there who like that's a service, like, sure of it. You can get some really awesome work done on Fiverr. I actually got my YouTube intro made there. I'm pretty certain that I could find someone who would write jokes on Fiverr. I'd be willing to bet money. I gotta figure out where these bees went. Which barn did they get sent to? There's one. Not that one. Yeah, I have a lot of cows. Barn are these bees getting sent to? It's got to be the one on my my bottom farm. Where are you, my bees? There's one. Can't remember if I have 2 more or 1 more. Bees, then. There they are. Okay. All my honey. Ooh, fairy elixir. I will take you. That's a rare drop from my fairy friend. I'll take it. I need to make some egg bowls. And actually, before I forget, I need to make myself some rice porridge. Wait. What is this? Right. It is right. I thought there was milk in rice porridge. Milk porridge. That's what. I haven't crashed, but I'm feeling the coffee. I'm feeling the coffee wearing off. Energy level is declining. It's not my fault. It's the coffee. I need to get turnip seeds. Doug, sell me some seeds, my man. Need some powerful earth. Sound like golden potatoes today. Interesting. Okay. Don't need them. I just think we're gonna buy as many as we can fit in our inventory. Why the turnip seeds? Well, there's a really awesome crafting trick you can use turnip seeds. Get your turnips up to level 10, ship them. Level 10 seeds become available. Cheapest seed in the game, cheapest item in the game that you can buy. Add it to recipes, boost the level of the item up. Really, really effective. Really effective. Yeah, I think whenever I started getting pineapple juice, the difference between like, oh, I'm trying to remember. Like at the beginning when I had level 1 pineapples, the difference between a level 1 juice and like, you could add 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 level 10 turnip seeds. So that brought the average to something like, it was like 8 or 9. It was really high. The difference was astonishing between level 1 pineapple juice and that level pineapple juice, and that was just by using a 10 gold seed in the recipe. It's unbelievable. Now the difference is even more astonishing with the really expensive stuff that I can sell.
What? Yes. What are you saying? Be quiet.
Real interesting to have Venti back in town. He was gone for so long. Getting that Arc 2, not Arc 2. Getting Arc 3 done of the story was pretty intense. Rune Prana really tested our skills to the limit.
Oh, Rain! Just want to listen to your voice.
Good morning.
Running around like crazy. Oh, it's 9 a.m. That's why. Fried rice for the doctor?
Morning.
Matter.
Smells
doctor, so he doesn't have to eat healthy.
I love.
No rot.
See, good job.
Interesting. Okay, I have some flan for you, don't you?
Thanks. Good
And the nurse also loves flan, excuse me. Loves flan.
job. Good morning.
Now I need to see Linfa, I need to see Dillis, and Botto. We have a egg bowl for you, Botto.
Welcome.
Should start gifting Keel as well, because I forget about him a lot.
Welcome.
Hello, Zhao. Where's Ba at?
Well,
Good morning.
There's Dillis.
Thanks. Good morning.
Probably see what Arthur's selling today too, because if he's selling stone or wood, we need it. Yeah. Here, haven't shipped that yet. I'll buy that then. Oh yeah, I don't have any space for that. That's right. Tuna sashimi. I haven't sold that either. Shipped that either.
What do you think? Please come.
At this
again.
point, I don't think I'm gonna get that achievement, but in my brain, I'm still working towards it. So there's an achievement for shipping every item in the game. It is as hard as it sounds. What was the other thing I bought? I don't need this. Oh wait. Did I buy? Where are you? Oh, there it is. It's an equipment? Is it a sword? It's a sword! What the actual crap? Oh my goodness. It's a fish sword. Wowza. Just wow. I don't even know what to say. The things they come up with in these games, it's amazing. To be fair, though, one of my favorite weapons in the early game was the Twin Leaks. Twin Leaks was an amazing weapon for the time. Allow me to show you Twin Leaks. Wait, where are you? Twin Leaks. You literally wield 2 giant leeks, and you smite your enemies with them. What was awesome about this weapon was that it is a level 39 weapon, but you could get leaks pretty early. So I was only like in my low 20s. I could make this level 39 weapon. It was heads and above stronger than everything else at that time. Is there any town events? Be looking at that. No town events. Surprise, surprise. Telling you, don't get town events anymore. Ooh, giant pumpkin, thank you. Thank loaded. Like all the right there. Go to our wilderness farms, finish those chores. I think we're gonna go into Charon's maze. We need to keep farming out. We need to keep farming out the weapons. Weapon breads. I can't get any further in Charon's maze as is. I mean, I probably could, but like the level I'm on is pretty difficult for my current equipment load. I could probably get through it if I played really, really carefully. But then the next level, I'm just gonna be stuck. So I need to gear up. But the thing that's holding me back is more weapon bread. Fields are done. Inventory. And actually, we need to get we need to get some people with us.
All right.
Your leader skill went up? Oh, okay. Alright, I'm gonna take Leon with me. Someone new I've been trying out in the party just to level him up. He doesn't have good gear, so he will constantly get killed. Oh no! I don't know if I can tell Jal to come with me right now. Oh, never mind. Apparently she'll ditch work for me. What a good girlfriend. She just leaves the business. Nobody's watching it. It's okay. Okay, here we're gonna save just in case we die. We don't want to do that. I mean, I guess it's not the worst thing to lose 50,000 gold at this point, but I would rather not. And I just realized I gotta have the rosary on. The rosary makes it so no enemies spawn except for the boss levels. So instead of having to go through a giant maze, we just literally fight a mini boss on every level and quickly progress through. The main thing is we're trying to reduce the time in this because the only boss we care about is the one at the very end. They'll drop a random recipe bread plus. We want weapon bread plus. It's just a random chance. Yeah, nothing about this level is really that hard. The only one that is a little can be a little tough. The very last boss on this first stage of Charon's is one of the dragons, and it has this meteorite attack, and that attack hits like a truck. Not this dragon. This is the mid-floor boss. I think it's called Terra? Oh, but that attack, even now, I'm scared of that attack. If I'm below 80% health, it will one-hit kill me. Almost there. Okay. Okay, I think the next floor is the last one. Yes, this one. Now, I usually switch out my diamond brooch for this, just so I don't get status ailments. Terrible. Yeah, I was right on the name. Once it gets below half health. Oh, it didn't do it. There it goes. Oh, gosh. That's actually the weaker version of the meteorite attack. Might be too late, but I'm gonna switch to my luck gear. Huh. Okay, medicine bread plus. I can make levelizer. A good one though. Levelizer's a good one. Take a look at that. The levelizer, level 99. There's a reason for it. Each potion boosts your level 1. So, oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. It requires a great emery flower, which is a king version, excuse me, a giant version of the emery flower. Holy crap. If a regular emery flower takes 120 days to grow an entire year, how long is a giant emery flower going to take? And you need a giant 4-leaf clover, which I have some, but still. I mean, heck, the flower alone sells for 250K. Oh, there's another version of the emery this though. Oh, this version's a little bit easier. This one's only just the emery flower. Now, yeah, there's more stuff in here, but none of these are hard. Okay, all right, that's a better levelizer for sure. Now, these other ones are stat boosting. This is for HP. This is for strength. That's actually an alternate one for HP, alternate one for strength. I don't have the others, but actually there's potions for, I believe, every stat in the game. Now, not skills. I'm not saying skills. I'm talking about our attack, our defense, magical attack, magical defense, strength, vitality, and intelligence. I'm actually not, I say that, but actually I don't think there is one for... That's a good question. I don't think there is one for attack. I think it is just HP, strength, vitality, and intelligence. I think that's the one. It'd be cool if there's one for RP, but I don't think there is. That's based on your level. All right, I need to put that rosary back on. We're going back in. Do another run and see if we can get some weapon bread. They did definitely make the end game grind a little, well, grindy, but it's also really game-breaking, amazing content here. So it is what it is. And if anybody's wondering, like, you know, like you beat the campaign, like why does it matter? To be honest, though, this game actually has a really amazing end game. So for the real hardcore fans, there's New Game Plus. For and because you can marry so many different people, like a lot of people do in fact do a playthrough for every marriage candidate. The other thing is I can go into the main area in the building, and with Prince points, I can increase the level. Oh my gosh, I just teleported out. I can increase the level of enemies. And I think it was 3 or 4 times you can do that. And in the Charon's Maze, you get to a point where enemies are level, I believe it was 999. Like this guy right here is 350. So the content gets way harder. The main reason you would want to do that is you can tame them. So imagine you tame like a really amazing boss at level 999. Like that's pretty badass. And in your New Game Plus, you could play at a higher difficulty, which really it really does increase the difficulty quite substantially. Like on Hell mode, which is the new difficulty introduced in the special edition of this game, it's really hard. Like you need to know the ins and outs of the crafting system. You need to really know enemies' weaknesses and plan it out The very first boss is like intensely hard, is my understanding on hell mode. So for people who wants a challenge, I mean, they gave it to you. End game, they really gave it to you.
No way. Lights out.
I have collected so many of these boss drops. If you're wondering why I'm not picking them up, I don't need them. I have so many stacks of all this stuff.
Damn. Lights out.
Now, I have heard that the G Golem is actually weak to magic. I kind of gave up on magic at the end game. Magic is fantastic all campaign until like pretty much at the very end of the late game, and then it starts to fall off. But I just use my spin to win attack, and so far I've had great success with it. It has a the spin to win attack I'm using right now is a ability called, not that. Where is it? RB plus X. There it is. Cyclone. The thing about Cyclone is it has a damage multiplier on it, and I can't remember the exact number. I have to go to the wiki, but it has a very high damage multiplier on it, which is why I'm able to put out some pretty serious numbers on certain bosses. Some bosses are they have substantial resistance, so like the number is a lot lower. Medicine bread again. Love potion. Actually, that's a good one. We can boost characters' affection with us just by spamming love potions. That might be my gate to the achievement. Love potion, level 99. And of course, the great emery flower. Is there an alternative? There is. Okay. Grape liqueur, pink melon, strawberry, honey, hot fruit, and a regular emery. That's more achievable. That's definitely more achievable. Yeah. Okay. Oh, we need a lot of emery flowers, but I haven't gotten to the point that I'm doing this, but we could just keep sleep. Like, there's no downside to that whatsoever in this game. I could just keep sleeping and wait till my emery flowers are ready. But I kind of like to play the game a little more organically. I haven't yet got to the point where like I feel the need to. Like, we still have to do the Charon's maze. Like, I'm still working on relationships. You know, like, there's still stuff for me to do on a day-to-day basis, so until I get to a point where I don't feel like there's stuff to do, I'm not gonna force it. I'm not gonna cheese it that way. All right, actually, we are coming up on another stretch break here, so why don't we just stop right there? It's a good stop point. And let us bring up our stretch break, and we're gonna do that. Actually, I think we're gonna do a little bit of coaching rather than the stretch break. Give me just a moment, though. I want to make sure I have the correct document. All right, I don't. Give me a second, guys. I'm going to be right back. This actually would be a good moment for me to use the restroom. I'm going to get the document. I'll be back in like 5, okay? Okay, I'm back. All right. Here's what we're gonna do. Pulling up this document here now. All right. Let me just take a peek here. Yes, you can see it. Okay, good. All right. So this is a new thing that actually I was just talking with my occupational therapist about. So this is part of my chronic pain management program. So this is similar to the analysis of physical demands that we did a couple streams ago. Actually, I think we did it twice, in fact. So this is going to break down a leisure activity, and it's very important that you be honest with yourself, and also that you don't over exaggerate. You know, you have to be very honest for this to work. So this is a simple tool, but a very powerful tool if used correctly. So she wanted me to analyze an activity that is big in my life. So actually, let's do this. We are going to analyze gaming. Give me a sec here. I just want to make sure I'm not muted. I am not muted. Okay. Yes. So we're going to analyze video games because it's actually pretty tough on me. There's a reason why I can't do it as long as I'd love to. Okay. So body parts involved. Well, number these parts from 1 to 4. 1 is the body part used the most. 4 is the body part used the least. Okay, that makes sense. So arms and hands, definitely. Number 1. I'm gonna say torso 2 because you are sitting on your butt and I'm actually putting a lot of strain on my lower back. That's my torso. I'm gonna say legs and feet are 2 because actually my knees often hurt a lot while I sit in my chair, which is why I put my legs up from time to time. Head would be number 4, as in the least used. Not to say I don't use it, because I actually am, you know, constantly like kind of moving my neck and stuff and putting some discomfort there. So, all right, now that particular part, we know what part of the body gaming is the hardest on and what order. Physical demands required. Check all that apply. Catching. I don't think so. Grasping. Oh yeah. Pushing. Pushing an analog stick. Pulling. Sometimes we pull that analog stick. And I don't know that I consider the triggers pulling, but definitely the analog stick. We're pulling it down. Jumping. Well, I can't say never, but it's mainly jumping for joy. So kind of, not really. Upping. No. Hitting. I mean, this isn't really a hitting motion. I'm gonna say, well, no, hitting, because button presses are probably considered hitting. Punching. No. Kneeling. No. Squatting. Not for me, no. Twisting, yes. Definitely twisting. When you're sitting in your chair, you inevitably do turn, so it does happen. Kicking. Only when I'm drunk. Reaching. Yes, definitely. Throwing. Well, I haven't thrown my controller at my TV in a very long time, so I'm going to say no. Standing. Yes. You get up. You get up from the chair. Sometimes I even have to stand when I'm playing a game. Lifting. Yes. I want to explain why. Even though the controller is very, very light, you're holding it in your hand, and every now and then, you pull your hand up. You're lifting a controller. Carrying. Constantly carrying. It's always in your hand, the controller. Bending. Yes, to a slight degree, because you tend to sway forward or back when you're sitting, so yes. Stretching. Yes, because I do lots of stretches when I game. Walking, no. Running, no. Okay, so there's a lot of things we do here. Analyze the activity. What degree of physical ability does the activity require? All right. Use the scale below to rate the degree of your each physical ability required for the activity you chose. Okay. Use the scale below to rate the degree of each physical ability required for the activity you chose. Are we talking about above? I'm assuming above. No, it has to be down here. It's the only thing that makes sense. Okay, so flexibility. On a 1 to 5, 5 being the most amount of effort, 1 being the least amount of effort. Flexibility. The ability to perform movements with ease. So we actually use a lot of flexibility in gaming. You have a lot of things going on with your fingers whenever you are gaming. So flexibility, I'm gonna say either a 4 or a 5, because you actually require quite a bit of dexterity with your fingers. Upper body strength, the degree of force that the shoulders and arms can generate. Very little. I would say a 1. Lower body strength, the degree of force that the hips and legs can generate. Also pretty low. 1. Endurance, the ability to sustain an activity over time. Now this is another one that's really tough. So for your average person who does not have like a chronic pain illness or neurological pain, or some kind of disability that affects some part of the body that they use for gaming, endurance doesn't really seem like a big deal. I mean, I used to game for 16 hours a day sometimes, and that was nothing to me. Nothing. Now, 2 2 hours and I can be honestly very exhausted gaming. Like my hands hurt like crazy, especially higher intensity Twitch games like Call of Duty or Halo. So the abilities to sustain an activity over time, for me, we're probably somewhere between a 4 and a 5. Gross motor control, the act of muscles moving together to produce large, smooth, efficient movements. So these are like your big muscles. Not very much here. We're talking about more fine motor coordination. So gross motor coordination, I mean, we're probably also at like a 1. Fine motor coordination, the act of muscles to produce small, precise, and efficient moves. This is huge. This is huge. We do this nonstop with our fingers. This kind of goes into flexibility. So I'm going to put that like at a 5. So this particular activity has 1s and it has lots of 5s. So no wonder why gaming is hard on me, because some of these tasks are on the very high end of how physically difficult they are for me. So analyze yourself. Using the scale, rate your own current degree of physical ability. So this time we've rated how hard that activity is. Now we're going to rate my body's capabilities. So this is why you have to be perfectly honest with yourself. So flexibility. Well, my joints are very stiff. It hurts a lot to get started. It does get a little easier as I warm up. My fingers, unfortunately, have a lot of neurological problems. So like it actually is quite difficult for me to like even just a simple task of putting my hand straight takes a great deal of strain, and my hand usually is shaking and I get this very painful tension in the palm of my hand. The flexibility for me, I'm gonna say I'm at like a 2. Upper body strength, my upper body strength isn't too bad. The main problem isn't my strength, it's my endurance. So I'm gonna say my upper body strength is, I'll put it at a 3, because I'm not really exercising heavy anymore. But like I can lift heavy things. I just have to be really careful about how I do it, and I got to do it like in quick bursts because I have no endurance. My body has no endurance. So lower body strength. Now this is a little bit trickier. I can exert high levels of strength, but I always pay for it because my spine and lower back and hip have all kinds of issues. So I'll go with a 2. Endurance, the ability to sustain an activity over time. This is absolutely a 1. I have no endurance. This is what I struggle with the absolute most right now. That's why pacing is so important to me right now. Pacing is the only reason I'm able to do the stream with you guys, because I need to take these breaks. These breaks are just as important to me as I hope they are to you, my viewers. I wanted to do this health coach as a way of making impact and maybe helping someone out there, you know, in a similar position as me. However, I needed to do these because I can't game nonstop. My body needs a break. That's why I do these stretches. So my endurance is like, it's a 1. It's a 1. Gross motor coordination. Well, I'm actually having a lot of problems there too. It's not like so bad that like I can barely function, but I'm going to put that like at a 2. Fine motor coordination, the acts of muscles moving together to produce small, precise, and efficient movements. It depends on the section of the body, but for the task of gaming, like I'm at like a 1.5 or a 2. Now the reason for that is again that neurological problems I'm having in my fingers. During occupational therapy, there's some exercises that we did, like where we would pick up like tiny little things, like these tiny little keys, and we would have to like twist them and fit them in just right into keyholes, and they would time you to see how long it took you to do all the keys. And it was by far my worst activity. Like I could barely pick them up. I was having such a hard time of moving them the right position. Like it was bad. So my fine motor control is like almost a 1. So it's bad. So, okay, why was that important? Like, we're not even done with this, but why was that important? Well, my body cannot meet the physical demand of this task. There's 1s and 5s here. The 1s I'm okay with. The 4s and 5s, I'm nowhere near. So no wonder why gaming is hard on me. That's why I have to be really smart about how I do it. So we go down here. Based on your analysis, your involvement in this activity is appropriate, conditional, or inappropriate. Well, for me, because I know, because here I am streaming, it's conditional. Your physical ability meets the degree required for the activity in some, but not all areas. And that's true. It's absolutely true. And my requirement to game is based off of me pacing, me doing stretches. That's the only way I am able to do it. I can't just play nonstop. It kills me. Possible adaptations for the activity. Indicate your ideas or plans in each of the following categories to enable you to resume this activity in the future. Ways to improve my physical ability. Well, I already know a lot of these answers because I'm doing them right now, but maybe for like you guys, I just want to give you ideas. So ways to improve my physical ability so I can do better with gaming. So with occupational therapy, like these stretch exercises we're doing, it increases mobility and it strengthens the muscles. There's strengthening exercises too that we sometimes do on this stream. By improving your strength and your mobility, that should increase your baseline. So that's one way I could do it. Back pain is a serious problem. Back pain is a serious problem with me with gaming. So building up your core muscles and your lower back muscles is really important. So that's another strengthening exercise I could do there. And in general, cardio exercise is really important. It's good for your heart and it's good for all the joints in your body. So that is another thing I could do. Ways to modify the activity. So I'm already doing this. I'm pacing. I don't play for more time than I know I possibly can. I take breaks. I entirely stop playing for these breaks. I do stretches. Like those are ways I modify the activity. Another thing I started to do too, I have the Elite controller and there are paddles on the back. And I've started to try to learn those for Halo. The reason for it, it's using different fingers than my trigger and my thumb, which get way more action than the rest of your fingers and your hand. So by doing that, I'm spreading out the strain on the fingers. And also, this is a very quick little movement on the paddles on the back. Whereas normally, the triggers are, the button presses is, a little bit more fuller of a motion for the thumb. And the thumb is bent. Whereas this is not a neutral position, but it's much closer to a neutral position than what your thumb has to do. So that's something that I do to modify it. Ways to modify the environment. Well, I sit on a chair like this on purpose because I can put out the leg. Like if my knees start hurting or my ankles start hurting, I can put the seat out, the lazy boy seat out, and give my knees a break. I can put it in when I start to get more pain in my back. Another thing I do is I use a lumbar support pillow on my lower back. That way my lower back is getting supported. The problem with these kind of chairs is they're not designed for ergonomics. They're designed for comfort. You're not getting the support you need for your lower back. These are different things I've done to modify the environment. I also usually wear a neck pillow when I'm upstairs. That helps my neck for long periods of time. So those are things I've done to modify the environment. So what are reasons for participating in your leisurely activity? socialization with family and friends, self-esteem, exercise, competition. You know, those are all really great reasons. Now, I know, guys, that took a long time to get through that, but you can see how this is such a powerful tool where you take an activity that you do in your leisure, gaming, and you really look at it through a critical eye, and you're like, wow, like this task in some ways is very hard. And when I'm being fully honest with myself, my body is not up to snuff for it. And that's why it's hard for me. So, all right. That was a long stretch break. We're going to jump back into the game. Thank you guys for hanging in there with me. If you enjoyed the content, please let me know. And if you have any questions, absolutely feel free to either throw it here in the chat, or if you're not comfortable with it, as I said before, I'm very happy to chat with you in private. Okay, here we go. Oh, I can turn my music off now.
You see?
I do like that one. Chimera tail is actually a really useful item for crafting. I do have a lot of them though.
It's almost not.
You see? See?
Hey, I don't know if you're still listening, that guy over there, but I was actually just thinking about you and I won't go into detail, but health concerns that you and I have been talking about. And actually, I was thinking that it could be very useful for us to maybe go through the analysis of physical demands and the leisure activity sheet that I just did together. I know that you're going through some pretty tough stuff yourself right now, and again, I don't know if you're even lurking or you're there right now, but I think it could be a really useful thing for us to do that together if something that you're interested in doing. I do the same thing for any of you people, so anybody who's watching this, like I said, it's something that I really take to heart, so don't have to be a doctor to do these things together with people. And it can be great to just have a helping hand support from someone. Or medicine bread, jeez. Intelligence, sir, okay. Like, it's not quite midnight. Let's try a midnight in game. Let's try Starons one more time. Come on, we need weapon bread. You know, I was actually thinking about this, guys. Something that I would be open to suggestions is some games that you guys are thinking of that you'd like to see me stream. Now, let me give you a little bit of an idea of what I'm looking for as far as suggestions, though. I recently got some really good advice about as a early streamer, as a streamer who's just getting started. I'll put it that way. You know, don't have a huge following, don't have like huge viewership for video. Really should avoid the big mainstream games because a lot of people are just watch the big name streamers when they play those games, so that doesn't leave a lot for the little guys. So somebody suggested to me that play games that have, you know, viewers but very, very few streamers. Like even games that have no streamers, at least according to the analytics at least. Because that way, when you stream, even if only a couple people in the world happen to look for a stream of that game, you're the only channel. And you can actually meet some, get your viewership up, get some new followers that way. So I'm looking for some not so obvious games that would be considered part of my branding of Soulfood gaming, chill, easygoing games, RPGs, life sims, farming, survival. I mean, to be honest, like I even played Elden Ring on stream, and that's not my typical comfy cozy, but I so love those games. I'm not saying I'm the best, but like I make them feel less stressful because I'm experienced with them. I like them. Oh, I might die here. So it's kind of the stuff I'm looking for. There is even an oh gosh, that was the meteorite we were looking out for. There's even an indie game that I'm gonna stream for you guys here eventually. I funded on Kickstarter a indie game called Roots of Pacha. It's a survival game, and it's going to be coming out to beta soon, but I have an alpha key, so I was thinking about playing that for you. That guy over there says, yeah, for sure, I'll get with you and maybe we can look over it. Yeah, I think the main thing about it, that guy, is that it's not going to fix the problem, but I think we'll realize how significant your issues you're dealing with. I mean, like, I know, like, you and I have talked, and like you're kind of getting to a point that you feel like you're ready to face like these issues and like get them fixed. But even me who's like fully embraced this whole like, yes, like I need to get my problems fixed. When I did these analyses, these documents that we just kind of like went over, I was stunned by how like much I had belittled the severity of my illness and how difficult it was for me to do some of these very quote unquote simple tasks. Like I was undermining how difficult they were for me, and knowing that and facing that is it's powerful because it makes you face the reality of what's going on. Looking at the HP of my fields right now. Some of them are starting to get a little low. Actually, the growth timer on this field is starting to get a little low. I think we're gonna buy some corn. We're gonna get our health up on this. Probably wouldn't hurt to buy, get some growth speed up a little bit. Some of these are starting to get into the lower 4s. That one was into the 3. Woo, giant golden tyrant turnips.
Yes.
I love the names. I love the names of the giant crops. Makes me so happy. Let's check to see if we have a town event. Nothing. I'm so confused. What do I need to do to trigger you? Just want to get married and live happily ever after and make babies. We're gonna get some seeds.
Halt! Not very welcome.
Oh, my back is starting to hurt. Back. Ooh. Okay. Yeah, we'll just go all out today. It's gonna be an expensive day, guys. It's gonna be an expensive day. Ooh. Oh man,
Come again.
we've already spent over $1 million. All right, so we're gonna sprinkle one of these on every plot. Probably gonna have to do the same in our wilderness one, which is why I bought so many. I actually hope I have enough. Not gonna worry about the fodder though. But yeah, I gotta buy, hopefully there's corn. No, at the very least there's 4-leaf clovers. That's to get the, health back up on the farming plot. So when you're putting chemicals onto your farm, such as greenifier to increase the quality of the crops that grow, or formula A, B, or C to increase the growth time, make sure you're putting your chemicals on first, and then your health items to get the health up on the plot last. The reason for it, every time you put a chemical onto the crop plot, it damages the health of that particular thing. So you don't want to put the health items on first and then put chemicals and get it back down. Smarter, not harder. That is the motto I live by. Though, to be honest, sometimes I'm stuck in my ways and I go harder. Your farm looks awesome. Well, thank you. We are very rich. We have a lot of golden crops. You know, Boone, I've not done a night stream. I don't know if I've done a night stream where you've been on. What time do you go to bed, buddy? See here, what's the quality at? 2-2. Okay, we're good here. I know you're not usually up first thing in the morning, and I can blame you. Maybe you stay up late. I wish this game was multiplayer though, Boone. I'd love to have you in. I don't think Rune Factory 5 is gonna have it either, but I will definitely keep the option open if it is. I'd love to do some co-streaming. I know I've talked to Echo a little bit about maybe doing like Stardew together. I have a tough time with this. I don't want to be pushy, but at the same time, I know because of business, like, you know, persistence is an important thing. So it's like finding that balance of like, hey, do you still want to do this? And not being too crazy about being the persistent person. Yeah, I wish it had multiplayer. Co-streaming would be fun. I heard you asking suggestions earlier. Have you ever heard the game Don't Starve? Yes. In fact, Sunny, who is one of the people in this Discord community I found that Boone's in fact, she plays it. And actually, I watched her play it, and she kind of taught me a little bit about how to play it. It is a cool little game. Raft, I've also heard. In fact, that other guy and I were talking about it the other day. We were saying that it's maybe not like the funnest game solo, but for like stream or with people, like it's actually, it'd be a lot more fun. Yeah, Don't Starve is a little bit punishing. I would think Raft is kind of punishing in a way too. You build a base up on a raft and you go island to island scavenging for resources. Those are some good suggestions, right, Window. I'll have to look up and see like the popularity on them and compare like the amount of streamers to the amount of viewers. But I definitely will keep that on my list. Thank you. Now, in fact, I am very much running low on chemicals. I expected I would. Let's get some corn before I forget. Hopefully she's selling it today.
Welcome.
Corn. All right, we're gonna have to buy 4-leaf clovers then. Actually, while I'm here, to get... I got my gold turnip seeds up to level 5. I enjoy playing Don't Starve. I always wanted to play Raft, but you need friends, and I don't have any. Well, I would say I would play it with you. Wait, is it on Xbox? That's, you know, I just thought about that. I'm an Xbox streamer, so I don't know that. I was about to say I think Raft is selling on PC. Says it's on Steam. You know what? It might be on Xbox. It says Microsoft Windows. But if it's on Windows, it's probably on Game Pass. Okay. Check store then. There it is. Guides for guideline. Oh, wait. Maybe not. What the heck? Mini games for Raft. It's an official, unofficial game. Oh, okay. I don't think it is on Xbox. Correct me if I'm wrong. I literally just searched it. I don't understand why those are there, but not the main game. Yeah, it's weird. I think you're right, that guy over there. I think it is just Steam at the moment. To stream a PC game, I think you need a dual PC setup. I might be wrong. And if I'm wrong, I could see if I can find a way. But I don't have that. And actually, even though my PC isn't like garbage, it's kind of on the minimum end of what I need to stream like fairly decent quality. I have a GTX 1060. I have I think I have an i7. Yeah. But the problem is my computer is like 10 years old at this point, and I can't get beyond, I forget what I'm on. It's like Gen 4, Gen 5. It's old. It's old. I was actually looking to upgrade, and like without actually replacing the motherboard, like I'm kind of screwed. Not to say that I got the money anyway, so I have to be careful in that regard too. Yeah. That sucks, but there's plenty of other options. Oh yeah, I forgot I opened that room up. Oh, excuse me, guys. It is getting late. It is almost 11:30. Now, one of the things that is pretty insane about these golden seeds, I accidentally did it. If you even miss watering them one day, some of them start to die. Yeah, I don't know if my laptop would play Raft anyway. I'm not sure how intense it is on the computer. I haven't looked it up. I mean, from the visuals I seen, it wasn't like, it didn't look like unbelievably stunning, but that doesn't mean that it's not hard on your PC for other reasons. Okay, we need to buy some 4-leaf clovers because I gotta get the health up. I've never been much of a PC gamer. I mean, I did fiddle around with League of Legends in my college years. But other than that, I never really was much of a PC gamer. I think the only other PC game that I went hard on was Minecraft back when it was in alpha and beta phase. And actually, I'm gonna need way more than that. So yeah, just recently, like some friends and I have like messed around with some Steam games. There's honestly some phenomenal games on Steam. I've just always been a console gamer, so I feel a little out of my element. Now what we're doing here, guys, so in order of usefulness as far as regaining health on the crop plots, there's withered grass, then there's corn, and then there's 4-leaf clovers. 4-leaf clovers being the best, giving health back to the health of the crop plot. So if we look here at the stats, you can see it on the left-hand side. The HP is at 171 for this plot. Now the maximum is 255. That one's at 79. That was really bad. Now it's up to 210. The reason that's important, as that health gets to 0, you have an increased chance of when you harvest the crop that it dies. That's especially important for crops that regrow. Yeah, like this. Wow, this one's got like no health. Jeez. These trees are really hard on the health of plot. Now Wouldn't it be so nice and easy if in real life you just took a 4-leaf clover and shoveled it into your soil and you're like, yep, it's good now. But I digress. It's a game. Now that I'm not working anymore, I've actually considered... I just ate that 4-leaf clover. I've considered maybe growing a garden. I don't know if I can physically handle it though, but... And there's only a couple places in my yard that gets adequate sunlight. But I would love to do like an herb garden. Wouldn't be hard on me. I'd like to do a bigger herb garden than what I have going now. But there's some like things. The trouble with it though is do a garden right. Like you gotta really keep up on it. You really do. I mean, yeah, you can like be kind of casual at it, but you don't know. You just don't know what quality you're gonna get, or if you're even gonna get a harvest.
I did it!
I think these pumpkins have been done and I just have been missing them. I have a lot of golden pumpkins though, so it's not like top thing on my agenda. I need those dang emery seeds. I want to ship a couple. These ones aren't done. Some games have graphic settings to where your PC can handle the games. You're right. You actually are right, Boone. And as a perfect example of what you're saying, Dark Souls is not like graphically impressive anymore. But it has a lot of like frame rate issues, which make it really challenging on a PC. So I was having trouble streaming it that one time. Then I learned, I was given the advice to lower my my resolution and even possibly drop my frame rate. So I went from 4K to 1080p, and instead of 60 frames per second, I dropped it to 30. And like all of a sudden my PC was handling it like it was good. It was good. So that's good advice. That's really good advice, Boone. The only trouble though is, and maybe you guys can advise me on this because I don't know much about it. How do you stream a PC game with only one PC? Because wouldn't I need like a capture card? So how does it send this? I don't know how that works. I learned it from Jack. I can't take all the credit on the advice. That's okay. Good advice. All right, where were we at? This one looks good, so I hit that one. I know I did this one. I know I did the one in the bottom left. Okay, I didn't do this one, it looks like. It's expensive to be a good farmer in this game, but it's so worth it because you can make some serious bank. I've honestly learned a lot of really great tips from Jack. He's definitely a great resource. Yeah, in fact, if anyone doesn't know him, let me hold on, let me make sure I have him right. Yeah, that's him. Okay, give me a second here. that part. Try that. Yeah, there we go. I shouted him out, right? So that's Jack the Otter's Twitch page. So Jack has honestly helped me out a lot. He's also part of that Discord community. Him and Jack and Eka both have their own communities, but they help each other in their own communities as well. Jack's really great with tech, and he's an artist too, a graphic artist. And I've had some really great conversations with him, and yeah, he's an awesome human being. All right, I'm out of chemicals. I knew I wasn't gonna have enough. We spent like a lot of money today. I think on everything we're probably getting close to 1.5 billion. Oh boy. We can at least water our crops though. I think you would appreciate the shout out. Well, I mean, honestly, the guy deserves it. Like, he deserves every bit of it. So, you know, I definitely want to give praise where it's due, man. He deserves it. But yeah, I don't know if anybody in this channel, if you don't follow Jack, if you don't know him, please check his channel out. Give him a follow. Dude deserves it. He's a great guy. All right, chores are done. Collect our, well, our crop chores are done. Let's get our honey. And we found one here. I think we found a honey somewhere in here too. Yep, there it is. The other ones were down on the bottom left farm. There we go. I'm gonna tell you, these crops growing at the speed of snails. I'm like, they're just moving so slow. Holy crap. I'm a patient guy, and even I'm just like, are they ever going to bloom? I mean, how long ago was it that I planted these golden turnips? They're 24% grown, and they still haven't even sprouted. Oh my goodness. What about my emery flowers? How far are they? 34, 5. Oh. Agonizing. For some reason these aren't lining. Oh, that one's only at 30%. That's why. We had a typhoon happen. I need some giantizer. Some of the stuff isn't turning giant, and it should be. Make some. The cool thing about being a master chemist, you can just make the shit. We don't have lamp grass though. Yeah, I haven't grown that stuff in a long time because I just buy it. Well, it's gonna be a tomorrow thing at this point. Still early enough in the day though. Let's take another swing at Sharon's maze. We are gonna start winding down here, guys. my goal is to end the stream no later than midnight. So we're getting towards the end here. So bear with me. We'll go into some end stuff. I actually have some really cool stuff I want to share with you guys about my channel. Have some really cool new things coming. I've been teasing a couple things on my Twitter account. I have, which, you know, again, not to be spamming you guys, but seriously, if you're not following me on my Twitter account, that's what I use absolutely the most. So you'll find all my best content there, up-to-date stuff, my schedule, if I'm gonna be late, whatever it is. I definitely do stuff on my other socials. I don't want to lead you believe I don't use them, but yeah, you're only gonna follow one. That's the one. Actually, one thing too I wanted to talk to you guys about that is going to be cool, at least in my opinion. I bought a AV to HDMI adapter. I found one for a good price. Comes with all the attachments. So what that means is I can do retro games. Woo! So it's coming. It's coming tomorrow. I'm a really big fan of retro games. I mean, I've been with gaming since I was a wee little lad. My dad's actually the one who got me into gaming. Funny, because he doesn't really game at all anymore. But yeah, I grew up on the regular Nintendo, the Super Nintendo. I mean, it was always Nintendo in the household until late in PlayStation 1. Then I became like a big Sony fan. It wasn't until 360 came out that I got into Xbox. But yeah, I have a passion for some retro games. In fact, like, I find myself craving them almost, the nostalgia. So there's definitely some really cool retro games that I'd be very passionate to stream. Booger Man, oh my gosh, I could play Booger Man right window, but I'll tell you what, I died. I suck at it. It's actually really hard. It's really hard. I did beat it one time, I remember. Oh, Mega Man, absolutely incoming. You know it. Specifically, Mega Man Legends 1, 2, and the Misadventures of Tron Bonne. The Legends Mega Man series is my absolute favorite of the Mega Mans. Took me forever to finish my collection of re-getting those back. I was a stupid kid who traded in my games multiple times. Yeah. So I actually kind of beat those games on an annual basis. That's how much I love them. There's others too. There's a lot of really cool RPGs. I fell in love when they re-released it digital. Suikoden 2. So Suikoden is very old school RPG game, but Suikoden 2 was pretty revolutionary for its time. In an era where it was almost unheard of to be able to have like hundreds of companions that you could recruit in the game world. Suikoden did that. Like literally, like you meet hundreds of NPCs and a lot of them are recruitable. In fact, to get the best ending in that game, you had to recruit them all, and there was more requirements than that, but very cool. Chrono Trigger. I actually never played Chrono Cross. So many great retro games. And Zelda, of course. Still to this day, my #1 series of all time. You just cannot go wrong with Zelda. Maybe we'll do some Mario Kart 64. Oh my gosh, I played some Mario Kart 64 a while ago. Woo, that's hard. That is so hard. Like, destroys my brain thinking about how, like, the course moves. Just pick a direction and the course moves on its own. I think we're gonna get through Charon's one more time, guys. This will be the last run. We'll wind down, talk about some cool stuff.
I did it.
We'll head out for bedtime. Right window, I don't know what you're thinking, man. You're gonna be up at the crack of dawn, I bet you, tomorrow. You're a good friend. Thanks for sticking in the stream so long. That dang meteorite attack. And the big one. Nah, I only got some running around to do in the afternoon. I'm gonna sleep in. Yeah, what's sleeping in for you? 6:30? Weapon bread! Weapon bread! Of course it's a spear. You know what? Don't say anything. There's some good spears. Gonna play Valhalla here, but got distracted. Well, hopefully that just means that, you know, stream was just that good. But seriously though, you're a good friend. Thank you very much. I really appreciate it. Let's take a look at that spear we just unlocked, guys. This could be our gateway forward. Oh, come on. Where is it? Monk stat. Are you serious? This is nothing. Oh my god. Wait. That's a great looking sword. But how do I... Okay, I know how to get that. I have no idea how to get that. I have no idea how to get that. Let's look it up. This is the best sword in the game. I have heard that. I didn't know I was that close to being able to crafting it, though. Rune Factory. 4. Okay, we need a rune sphere shield or shard. I think we can only get that from the final boss of the final level of Charon's. Maybe not. Says Ragnarok drops it in Rune Prana floor 7. Okay. I can do that. Ragnarok's not that hard. Alright, what about In Dragon Tooth. Okay, let's see. From Ventuswell, in the Charon's Maze. What floor is Ventuswell on? Ah, okay. This is telling me, though, that only Ragnarok, the Ragnarok version from Charon's will drop and not the Rune Prana one. That would make sense. It's the best sword in the game. So the wiki's wrong. So the Ventuswil boss is further than we are now. So this sword is still out of our reach. Now the Soul Eater, on the other hand, this has a base of 3,720 attack. That sounds good, but let me take a look at what we're doing right now. Can't remember if it was a long sword I used as a base or if it was... Oh, this has 10,000 attack and we could make it right now. The only downside, though, it's light element, meaning we'd have to be very careful. I think I'm using the blue-eyed blade as my base, so actually this is better. 3,000 base damage. Wait, I already looked at spears. There was nothing good in there. What about hammers? Axes and hammers. Mjolnir. That's earth damage, though. We don't want elemental damage if we can help it, because there's a lot of enemies that have immunity or a substantial resistance to elemental. Now, you can offset that by having 2 different types of weapons for those situations, but it's a little more of a pain. Okay, all that's left is gloves, because staffs are for magic. Yeah, so it looks like we do have a path forward at the moment that I missed. We are going to make a force element. Now again, it's light damage, so I'm gonna have to find out what I need to worry about as far as resisting that. We have everything we need to do it, so we're gonna do it. I think we're gonna be okay then, guys, because damage was definitely a problem. Now, armor was the next problem. Okay, still stuck on a rune vest. Now, there's probably a little bit I can do. Yeah, if I got myself a light ore, I could get the next tier of shield. I still have the best headgear right now. So yeah, there's some things we could do to improve our character a little bit, and I think that's gonna make the next level of Charon's Maze a little bit more doable. Because right now, I think I could just barely beat it if I really tried. We got very far, but we ended up dying twice. So okay, guys, we're going to wrap it up. But before we end, I do want to share something pretty cool with you guys. Take a moment while I load it all up. All right. Hold on. Get the pictures on. That's my favorite one. Okay, so let me screenshot this. Hope you have a good night, buddy. I'm gonna have a good night, but check this out, Boone. Before we leave, for all you guys who stuck with me through the whole stream, I want to share this with you because I am so excited. All right. So I have some new things coming for the channel. Updating the look, the branding. So my current overlays, my current look, it was always a placeholder. It was always a placeholder. I did put great effort into it, but I knew I was going to make something more personalized. And in fact, this is a sneak peek of things to come. So right on screen right now, I have what is to become my panels on my Twitch page. Then check out a preview of my overlay. So this is stream starting soon. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. It feels good. It feels good. And then finally, this is one other thing I want to share. I have a custom alert coming up. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh my gosh. Super pumped, guys. Super pumped. And there is so much more. I don't want to play all my cards just yet, but oh my goodness. We got some nice stuff coming, guys. I am so pumped. So pumped. Unfollow so you can refollow. I don't have it yet. I don't have it yet. I'm still finishing it up. But yes, it's coming very soon. So I'm so excited. Thank you guys for being part of this journey with me. When I hit affiliate, which I'm not there yet, I still need a 24 more follows. And my average viewership is actually where I need it to be. So as long as I don't piss off my friends, I think I'm gonna be okay. Yeah, so when I hit affiliate, you have the ability to do more. Yeah, thanks, Boone. Thank you, buddy. I appreciate it. I really do want to hit affiliate. I mean, I am doing this for fun as a hobby, but I'm actually treating my Twitch streaming more like a job. And that's really important to me. And it's been actually really important to the psychologist in the pain management program and even the occupational therapist. Like, they were very they made it very clear that even for people who don't work anymore, or are disabled and they can't work, you need something in your life that you treat like work, because most people can't handle not having like a purpose. And like, when I stopped working, I lost my purpose, and I had a really tough 2 months trying to figure out what to do with my life. And then I figured out streaming. I don't expect to like, become like some super successful streamer and make great money with it. I don't expect that. That's fine. But what I do hope is that I hit affiliate. Maybe possibly we could grow to the point that you know, you make a little bit of an income, not much. I mean, just some play money basically. I can update the stream, I can keep things growing, and you know, I could actually like maybe get like a new PC at some point, and then I guess at that point, once I feel like this channel is well underworks, I would start using it to help the family. But again, my expectations is not to become some big streamer. I don't expect that, but I'm treating it like a job because it's really important to my mental health. Treating your mental health is a huge part of any chronic illness, but especially for chronic illness with neuropathy, neurological pain. That's a huge component of it. So thank you guys for the love, thank you for the support. I don't think anybody's streaming this late. I don't see any notifications, so I don't have anybody I can raid, and I'm sure most of you want to go to bed. So love you all, thank you, have a fantastic night, sleep well, guys.